Well, welcome to Johnny, Stuart, and friend. He is here. This is a great friend, kind of a new friend. I'm kind of excited about it. This is no one other than Joey Spinella.
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 There you go. Italiano.
Spinella.
Spinella. That's good. That's good. That's nice.
Listen, this is Joey right here. And we have only met, how long? We've only met about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, if that.
If that.
If that.
Yeah. So Joey is a very unusual character, and you're all going to find out about Joey on this show. Okay? So Joey has come to Las Vegas in only the last year and a half.
Year and 1 week.
Year and 1 week. Boy, you're counting the days, aren't you?
You'd better believe it.
Yeah. And Joey's a very unusual character because this show concentrates a lot on talented people, on great people that do a lot of great things. And I met him through a friend of mine named Santa Lawrence that's actually sitting over here watching us, but she wouldn't come on the show because I was going to make her dance on the table. So she didn't want to do that. Okay, so she introduced me to him. She called me up in my office. He says, John, I have this unbelievable guy that's putting his show together, and he's a fantastic entertainer, and he's also a magician, and his voice is beyond belief, and I want you to hear this, and I want you to see this guy and see what you could do with him. So she set up an appointment, and I saw him, and he actually basically, I wouldn't say auditioned, but sang for me and proved his ability right in my office a cappella. Right?
I did that.
And he's the one that danced on the table.
I did that too. Which one did you like more?
Yeah.
The dance that caused the panic or the other one? The singing. Okay.
Listen, it's important to find out how people get started in this business because you have a very, very unusual career. You know, he actually at 6 years old started playing drums and was a percussionist.
Yes.
You know, playing drums and all this, any kind of percussion instrument, that was your main bag, right?
Exactly right.
Okay.
From marimbas, timpanis, the cymbals. I remember the first time I had to play in the professional band. I was only 12 years old, first professional job, playing with a lot of older gentlemen and women, and they thought I was just a kid. Like, who the heck is, the other drummers are like, who's this kid? I mean, what's he doing here with us?
And you never sang a note except when they patted you on your butt when you came out and you, that's about it.
I hit a high C and that was it.
At that
time.
time.
I had no clue it was going to turn into something later. I had no clue.
And you had no idea either that at this age you'd still be wearing diapers. So, I mean, no.
It's better than the corrective shorts.
That's it.
Okay.
So, anyway, he went through all of elementary school, all of high school, and into college as a percussionist and a professional percussionist.
Yes.
Playing in orchestras and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Thought he was great, right? And then the worst thing that could ever happen happened to you. And that was, you had to what?
I had to take a voice class in college. Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
Nobody wanted to be there,
And most of us that sing, we think we sing when we're young, I started singing when I was 5 years old and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, but you hadn't ever taken a voice lesson and you had never really thought yourself as a singer.
No, in fact, when I was just fooling around, in the garage with my friends and my sisters, I have 3 sisters, we were like, the broom handles, and we got the microphones going, we're all singing.
Yeah, they just thought it was a car backfiring.
They were like, Joey, we'll take care of the singing. You just,
my gosh.
I was told to shut up, okay? Really, honestly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So somehow you went to this voice teacher in a voice class in a college, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's college now.
Right.
20 years old. Haven't sang.
18.
18 to 20.
Yeah.
Okay, 18, 19, 20.
Right.
Okay, so we're...
You can count. Okay, I like that. That's good.
Okay. So all at once the teacher says, I think you can sing, right?
That's what he said. He said, and when I did, sing, even the rest of the class was looking at me like this.
Where did this come from?
Like, what's the big deal here? Well, I don't understand, right? But it was that, you need to take voice lessons. I'm like, leave me alone. I'm a drummer. Leave me alone. But so this teacher, he followed me around campus. Whenever he saw me, he would run towards me and get right next to me and basically accompany me to my next class, saying, you have to study voice. You really have to seriously consider this. You've got something in there. There's something you've got to investigate. I said, please, leave me alone. And of course, the final straw was, I didn't realize this, but I had walked into the men's room, and there he's standing behind me now while I'm trying to, and I'm thinking, he's like, you really need to. I said, shut up. I said, I'll do it. Fine. I'll do it. I'll become a double major next year. Are you happy? Go away.
So the only thing that made him help you was when you went into the men's room and somehow he flushed it out of you.
He did.
He did.
Got it out of me.
Great.
All right. So I'm like thankful for him because without that gentleman.
Now, since you have been in the men's room, now you know how to get ahead. Are we doing good?
Yeah.
We're doing
All
good.
right. It's awesome. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a Chinese friend of mine I tried to help in the men's room one time. His name was Toilet. Anyway, let's get over that now. Let's go back to Listen, you started singing then when you were between 19 and 20 years old.
That is correct.
Wow, okay.
That is correct.
And you didn't just start singing. I mean, you all at once exploded as a very unusual singer, right?
Yeah, and I had to collect the parts, but I was able to do that. And fortunately, after my first year of taking these voice lessons in the college, I was asked to sing for this salon in Sarasota. And so I said, sure, okay. So I sang exactly the same song that I did in the class that made the other alumni students go. So I said, I'll do that because I know it pretty well. So I sang it. After I was done, after the show was over, this little old lady comes up to me and she says, I want you to sing in my opera company. I said, well, not knowing much about the opera, I'm like, okay, sure, okay, yeah, I'll do it. All right, so I ended up doing opera at the Sarasota Opera, the youngest person ever to be involved in that opera company.
But not only were you the youngest person to sing, but you're also one of the youngest persons to play in these orchestras as a percussionist.
That is true.
So you are really a young guy that was getting ready to explode.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So I met this one gal who was a soprano in the opera, and she had the most beautiful voice. And I said, now, that's someone I want to talk to and find out how she got that voice. And so she told me, you got to come to New York City and study with this lady, and she's the one. She can help you. So I auditioned. She happened to be at the Manhattan School of Music in New York City, so I auditioned to get in, got in on scholarship, which is pretty rare.
Scholarship?
Very rare. And I ended up at Manhattan School of Music where I did my postgraduate work.
And you did that for about another 3 years.
Another 3 years.
You started doing bits and parts and shows and all that kind of stuff, right?
Oh yeah, doing shows in New York and also back in Florida. And then I started performing with symphony orchestras throughout Florida. I also performed with Zubin Mehta.
And you started working as not only a singer, not only a percussionist,
right,
but also as a producer,
yes,
a director,
yes,
and all at once you thought, I can do it all.
Yeah. Composer, conductor. I'm still the conductor for the Sarasota Mandolin Orchestra.
You still are?
I still am. So we just had a show about 2 months ago.
Well, listen, I want the audience to see a little bit right now. My brother Rod's waiting to hear you.
Yeah.
He's there waiting to hear you. And we're going to talk to you right now. This is Joey. And what are we going to see on this tape? You tell our audience what we're going to see on this tape.
Okay. Is there a way for me to know? I don't know what order.
No, you're going to know in a minute.
Okay. Once it comes up, I'll let you know.
Just tell us the name of the production you're doing.
Okay. This show is called Illusion Aria. Combines the great singing with a great orchestra, with great music, great singing, and illusions.
I forgot to tell him something.
Oh, yeah.
At 6 years old, he also started mainly playing with magic.
Yeah.
Okay? So he did magic and he did drums, right?
Simultaneously.
So that's right, simultaneously. There's no way to beat that.
No.
Okay, now, anyway, so then we go from there, for illusion to drum, and he became a professional at illusions.
Yes.
Tremendous professional at illusions as well as drums, but still no one knew you could sing. Right?
Well, it was... Well, when I was finally doing the magic shows, I was also then starting to do professional shows with singing.
Okay, so you were over 19 years old
right,
then.
That's why.
But you've been doing magic since you were 6.
Right, I never did the two together. I never sang and did magic together.
But
it wasn't until about 6 years ago that I decided, why not combine...
Illusion Aria, though, means magic and singing.
Right, and so 6 years ago is when I produced that Illusion Aria show.
Okay.
And that's when I decided to combine the magic with the singing, because I thought, I got to do something that's unusual to break out of this economy that was, tanking back in 2008. And so this is what came of it. So I came up with this idea to get me on the map,
Okay, now that you know he does magic, he does drums, he does singing, he does it all. So here we go with Illusion Aria. We're going to see a piece of that, and we'll keep coming back to it as we talk to our great guest here, Joey Spinelli.
Spinella. I gotta
Spinella.
go like this. Spinella.
I got it. Play that thing. Well, you saw that. Oh my goodness, his head is still off. I have to resurrect it. I have to do something here.
Do the magic words, the magic words.
Please, up! You're whole again, whole again. Okay, so there you see a combination of singing and a combination of magic. And I don't know if I like the way you treat your women. You're pretty tough on the women.
Well, I've learned a lot since then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's got only better.
Yeah. And he's doing another show right now, and I wasn't going to show these to anybody, but I said, could I show them to my brother? Because my brother's going to be watching the show. So he has another lady he's working with right now, right? And you're working with Julia.
Julia Lima.
And so we're going to be trying to do something between you and Julia, right?
Yeah, she is a very well-known Russian soprano. She is a retired gymnast in Russia and then turned to music. So she became very successful singing opera. And
this is for Rod.
Not only opera, but popera, which is kind of more the style of
opera. Yeah, I like that word. I like that word.
My show doesn't actually have opera in it. It's popera. It's love songs. It just happens to be with this, my big Italian voice. But she's gorgeous. She's also a fitness model, and she's the one that gets into the small places and disappears. And she's my assistant.
She actually is a gymnast, right?
Yeah, she's a retired gymnast. Yes.
Yeah, and she's a great singer. Beautiful girl.
Yeah.
Beautiful lady. Beautiful.
Julia.
Yeah, Julia's beautiful. So you're really getting into it. Now, we're working right now on, I'm trying to open a show. I'm sure I will open a show at the Rio sometime in July. We'll set the date next week for sure. And in that show, I'm doing a combination of great wrestlers. It's Viva Las Luchas. And Viva Las Luchas has great wrestlers, and it has lucha libre type wrestlers. So it has small people, it has ladies, it has fighters, and it has a gorgeous team of dancers, a couple of guys and about 6 ladies.
Right.
And they dance, and our lead dancer and our lead lady in that might be Julia.
Oh,
she'd be good at that.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she would,
yeah.
we'll figure also a way for her to do some singing in there, some yodeling,
Oh.
okay? And I talked to you about maybe, I've never seen anyone do an aria referee, and a guy that could actually, when the people come out, he goes, you know.
Are you thinking of me doing
oh,
this?
I'm thinking you would be good for that.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Now we're
yeah.
talking.
Yeah, we are. But
All right.
I'm not so sure that the audience knows what I mean, though. But if somebody comes up to a guy normally that's in the ring, and you also speak Spanish.
Yes.
And so Lucha Libre actually has Spanish in it.
Yeah,
Right? It's a
okay,
combination of
okay.
Spanish. So we have fighters, we have dancers, beautiful ladies and guys, and we have aerialists and all this kind of stuff. And actually, right at this moment, I'm trying to, and I'm working with the Ringling Brothers Circus to use some of their greatest aerialists and performers to put in that show also.
Is that right?
So it will be a combination of the wildest stuff anyone's ever seen. It'll be a non-stop wild stuff going on.
I like
right?
it. I like
All
it.
right?
I like it.
And so we're going to try to be real creative and see what we can do with all that there. Now, but I'm kind of afraid that my audience here doesn't believe that was you singing on that tape.
Yeah, I get that a lot,
Yeah,
you
because most likely
It's too
you're-
perfect.
Yeah,
you
and
know.
most likely you're a
Lip
phony to
syncing,
begin with.
Lip syncing.
Yeah, lip syncing.
I remember I did a show in Florida, and the critic was there that night, and she pulled me over. She goes, "Come here. She goes, you can tell me you were lip syncing part of the show, right?" I said, "No, I would never do that." She goes, "Oh, come on, it's too
She
perfect."
thought you had Pavarotti in your pocket?
Well, she just thought it was too perfect, and after doing 14 shows on the 15th night, how could you possibly keep doing
This
it?
is going to be embarrassing, so I don't want to embarrass you. So if you don't want to do it, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But my brother Rod asked me to ask you to do it. Okay, now, is there any way to prove who you are and what you can do? And if you're in the middle of the ring, you got to be able to do it like that. Okay, so would you give us some notes? Give us a song. Give us something to go home with.
All right, how about this? How about if I give you the song that I sang for the class when they went after it was done?
That's
back
good.
then it was pretty bad, but I think it has improved at least a little bit. And so I'll hunk
I'm
it out.
excited. Let's do it.
I'll hunk it out for you now. It's called Oh Sole Mio.
And you're going to sing it a cappella right now.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Che bella cosa, una giornata di sole, l'aria serena dopo una tempesta, per l'aria fresca pareggia una festa. Che bella cosa, una giornata di sole. Ma no, sole, più bello è, oh sole mio, sta fronte a te, oh sole, oh sole mio, sta fronte a te, stare fronte a te.
Hey, that was something else. I'm not kidding you.
Thank you.
That was something else.
Thank you.
You are, with all joking aside, a very marvelous talent.
Thank you.
You are a fantastic guy. I've got a lot of fun knowing you in the last few days. It's been a lot of fun. And we're excited. We're going to see some more tape in a minute.
Great.
And pretty good, huh? That's pretty wild, okay? Not many people are going to stand around. In fact, in our theater yesterday, we were in the theater in the morning over at the Rio. And I had some guys there that were working on some of the wrestling in the rings and some lighting and other stuff. And he broke out in a song just like this for me. I said, hey, I got an idea. And that's what I mentioned. He ought to be the referee. And because he knew Spanish, he knew this. And this show is out of the box. No one's ever seen a show like this, okay? So, and you're saying that. I don't know if it was that song. Was it
No,
that song?
I sing Granada.
Oh, Granada.
yeah, Granada.
Granada.
Yeah, Granada.
So that was awesome, and you did a great job. They loved it, and everything was great. They loved you so much. that they actually came over to say goodbye to you because they're leaving town. They were from, I think they're from, I don't know where they're from.
But they're not from around here. We know that. Okay. And that was sweet of them, really.
It was great.
That was
now,
unexpected.
You also were nominated for the Grammys?
I have this great music producer who is Lady Gaga's songwriter and producer. He is.
Oh,
no,
he is.
He is. My producer is also Lady Gaga's songwriter and producer. His name is Joe Volpes.
Oh, my gosh, that's awesome.
He heard me singing on the radio.
She's from back in that area, too, isn't she?
Yeah, she's back in the New York area.
Yeah.
And Joe lives in New Jersey, right on the Hudson. And he heard me singing on a radio show. And it's a show that's every Sunday, and they play my music from my CD, one song usually every Sunday, and it's for the Tri-Borough State area of New Jersey, Connecticut, New York. He heard it. He heard my song. He heard me singing just Italian music, and he calls the station. He said, "Who's that tenor?" And next thing I know is I'm getting a call out of the blue. "Hi, this is Joe Volpes, and I'd like to help you. I listened to your CD. I've listened to your voice. I've been to your website.
That's awesome.
Your show is killer." He said, "What can I do to help you?" So we started writing music together, and the music that we wrote have been submitted to the Grammys. And in 2013, we were nominated for 3 Grammy Awards in 3 categories. And so it was very exciting. And so that started my relationship now with Joe Volpes. We'll continue doing that, including we're preparing to do an international radio campaign that involves my songs that we're writing together on the radio throughout the world, and I've already been vetted through him that our music will have as much airtime as Celine Dion. So we've got something really. Yeah, this is big, right? This is going to be great for when we do shows to go hand in hand with a recognized radio name.
That's fantastic.
with shows. It can only help build up the brand and help everybody involved, and so it's exciting, very exciting.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And right now you're in the middle of writing another new show, though, aren't you? In the middle of doing that?
Yes.
It incorporates magic.
Oh yeah, we don't want to let go of the magic. The magic is really good. The
away.
magic is good because it involves everybody. You see, when
I heard you got into magic because when you first started singing and started getting into show business, a lot of people said it's too bad you can't just disappear. And you took that wrong. You thought it meant magic, but somehow you got through it. So
you're right. That's how I interpret things because I look at the best.
You did it a positive way.
I look for the gold in everybody. Okay, I look for the gold, and so if you say disappear, I'll make sure it's spun in the most positive light I can think of to advance and further, not just me, but who else around me.
Called turning a negative into a positive.
If you want to say that,
you
fine.
did it. Okay. Now, so what's the new show you're writing?
The new show is now involves a mob. I'm the Don.
Perfect for Las Vegas.
Exactly.
I had a mobster on. Well, he's not really a mobster. Bernie Sandler.
Sandler. I know him.
How do you know him? That's right.
He's a friend of mine.
He's a friend. Okay, then I'm not okay.
Well,
then I'm going to try to get him not to put a hit on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know he likes me.
I love that guy. He is great.
He
was on here a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he was fantastic. His memory's beyond any of us. He's amazing.
Yeah.
But now you were writing a show about mobsters or something like that?
Yeah. It's about I play a Don who decides I don't want any more part of this life, so I want to really become a pauper star. So it's my journey of leaving the mob and living to be a pauper star and getting the okay and the blessings from the mob, from the mafia family. But little do I know that they're really not so excited about that because I know too much. So even though I got their blessing, there are some out there that still want me whacked because I know too much.
Don't get nervous, Bernie. We're just talking about something else. Don't get nervous.
Okay. I fall in love with Julia, who plays the role of the leading lady, and we sing
these.
Is
this the lady?
That's her.
Oh,
that's
wow.
Her. So we sing our duets together, our solos, and everything has to do with magic.
Have you already worked with her on this show?
Oh, I have worked with her doing shows, but yet to do this one.
Oh, my gosh.
She's not involved in the magic show yet.
Have you told her about the show that I'm going to be doing and maybe you both could be in?
I did. Is that okay?
Oh, I'm glad you did.
Oh, I did.
Oh, my goodness.
I said I got you an audition. All right.
She's already hired.
Yeah. So anyway, in the show, the thing is, I'm always having to disappear, or she's having to disappear to escape the hits that are put on me. And during the whole show, there was a lot of comedy involved and a lot of seriousness, a lot of drama. But it's very unusual, and I think it's going to be a really, really great thing.
And how far along is it? Have you written the whole show?
The show is pretty much done. I'm going to add some more. I need to do more songs, more recordings, and get that played with the Macedonia Radio Symphony Orchestra, which is one of the finest orchestra on the same par level as the London Symphony Orchestra. They play for my show.
And today, you are still a master percussionist, right?
I still am. Do you want to see my paradiddle?
Yeah.
No, careful. You want to see my paradiddle?
Yeah.
Ready?
That is unbelievable. I only sound like that when my wife is beating me over the head. Okay. But listen, sorry, Alex, it was a little joke. Okay, so anyway.
She's a lovely woman. I did meet her.
Did you meet her?
No, I've never seen her. I've never met her. Of course not.
You little monster. Do you have a website?
I do, but I think Facebook is better because the website is still under construction.
They can see you on Facebook right now?
Yeah. They can
they see some videos of you?
Oh, yeah, everything's on there.
Oh, my gosh. Tell them how to get to it.
Yeah. Spinella Tenor. Joe Spinella Tenor, or Joey Spinella Tenor. But put the word tenor in there. Spinella Tenor.
Spell the name for him.
Spinella. Spinella.
Okay. Spinella.
Right. And tenor. Tenor. That's, I'm a tenor, so that usually pops up. And in Facebook, same thing. Look for Joe Spinella or Joseph Spinella. I got it all covered.
But Joey covers it, too.
Joey covers it, too.
Joey Spinella. Spell Spinella one more time.
Spinella.
And put it on the bottom of our screen, Scott. So we got it. Tenor. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is fantastic that you're doing all this right now. So right now, you've been in Vegas for a year and 1 week.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're trying to make your new, you're already a star, you're already a drummer, you're already a singer, and you're already a show writer and a producer and all those things. And you also did a lot of charity work, too. You produced and did things for charities as a fundraiser and things of that nature. Yeah. So you're an all-around good guy.
Well, yeah. All right. If you insist.
I do. And so we are not going to have you killed this week.
That's good to know. Good to know.
Okay.
I got a lot of work to do.
But we're going to try to do some fun things with you because you're a fun guy. You're extremely talented. I think people will be surprised at the magnificent things that you come away with. Okay? But right now I want to play a little more of your show.
Great.
Okay, I want people to see that. Okay, so Scott, are you ready to roll? Okay, we're ready too. Here you go. Joey.
Per la vita non ti lascio mai più. Sento la mano tua stanca, cerchi il mio ricciolino. Sento la voce ti manca, la ninna nanna dolore. Oggi la testa tua bianca, io voglio stringere al cuore. Solo per te la mia canzone vola. Mamma, sarai con me, tu non sarai più sola. Quanto ti voglio bene, queste parole d'amore che ti sospira il mio cuore, forse non si usano più. Ma la canzone mia più bella sei tu la vita, e per la vita non ti lascio mai più. Quanto ti voglio bene, queste parole d'amore che ti sospira il mio cuore, forse non si usano più. Mamma, ma la canzone mia più bella per la vita non ti lascio mai più. Mai più.
I knew you one day, I think. Maybe it was 2 days. I think I met you on a Friday, and then I called you on Saturday, and I said, hey, I'm the musical coordinator at my church, the LDS church here in town, and I get somebody to sing almost every week, do something special, you know? And so I thought, wow, I really want everyone to hear this guy. I want them to see him. I want them to hear him. It's great. So I called him up and I said, can you sing a song for me on Sunday? About 300 people be there, and could you do that? And he said, sure. And I said, okay, what song could we sing? You ended up picking the Lord's Prayer.
Right.
Okay, then we spent the rest of the day looking for it in your key.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And so finally he said, well, rather than Lord's Prayer, could I sing The Party's Over? And I said, well, that's only if you don't go to heaven. And he says, well, I better sing The Party's Over. No. So anyway, we got the music. You got the music. We helped get the music. Okay? And then we rehearsed one little, maybe 10 minutes at the most. And here's everybody in there. And you know how it is in one of those meetings?
Well, I don't know,
Quite
but
noisy.
I learned fast.
Quite noisy, isn't it?
Yeah, you have the babies little crying and chirping.
Oh,
You have the kids who are chirping and chitter-chattering. And so I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I've never been to your church before.
Right.
Is it sort of like the joy of the sounds of the kids is part of the service, right?
Everybody, it's a
like
family
God's
thing.
children, part of the service, the sounds that they make, right?
That's it.
Okay.
That's right.
So they were chitter-chattering and chirping and all that.
He said, let all the little children come unto me.
Right.
And they do. They come there.
Right.
So anyway, so you went up there, and that was fairly noisy. Not so bad you couldn't get through it.
No.
But it was a little bit of noise.
Yeah.
And you started singing.
Right.
And you could have heard a pin drop. There was absolutely no noise, no babies, nothing. Everyone just stopped and goes, like you said before.
Yeah,
the chin drop.
Yeah. Now, of course, I didn't know that they had stopped chitter-chattering while I was singing because I was thinking about what I was singing about. But when I was done, there was 5 seconds I noticed distinctly. It was like nothing, no sound at all. It's like so quiet. And I said, wow, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, you did a great job, and even the little kids enjoyed it. Everybody enjoyed it. It was a great thing. You did a good job. So that's what's important. And you notice in that last tape that we just played, you know, tell us about some of your illusions and how you got into that, because it's amazing. You were doing illusions in that. So you kind of did a double thing. Have you done any of the shows where you actually played drums as part of your thing yet?
Part of my future plan. I want to be playing drums, and then have
you want to do drums, you want to do percussion and magic and singing.
Yeah.
You want to do it all.
Get it all in
okay.
there.
So how about your illusions? How do you approach that? What makes you think you can do illusions?
Well, the proof is in the pudding. Just look at the tapes.
That's true. Most people wouldn't sit around and think they could do illusions. But
I memorized the Tannen's catalog of magic. That was my pastime reading, was reading magic catalogs. I could tell you on every page what was there and every magic illusion. All the ones that had to be built and all the ones that were props that you could actually buy in the store. I was like crazy. I mean, a complete fanatic.
So then you tried to creatively adapt them to what you do.
Right. So I figured, okay, because I know every single trick in the book, I could create a show and I know exactly where to draw from to create what illusion I wanted with the music. It was that simple because I had memorized every single trick in the book.
Oh my gosh.
That's it.
And so now you added illusions to it. So now you're doing magic, you're doing illusions, you're doing percussion. And then I find out that you're living with a lady here in town.
Yes, she's a sweet lady. She's 82 years old.
Not a lover, but a lady that you're living there with for a residence here.
Right.
And you're also a master chef.
Yes. And I cook for her every day for the last year and 1 week. I've been cooking for her every day.
And does she love it?
She loves it. You see, when I first moved in, she had health problems. She came back from her doctor's appointment. She was crying. I have diabetes. I have high blood pressure. My back I can't have surgery on my back. I have glaucoma. Cataracts. She was a mess. I just gave her a big hug and I said, don't worry, we'll take care of this together. We'll do this together. I only knew her about, 3 weeks. And so from that point on, the doctor said she had to lose weight. So I started cooking this special dietary plan that
Had you cooked for her before that?
No.
Oh, and now once you say I can, were you already a master chef?
Yes.
Oh, you knew you could cook?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. And so I looked at her dietary needs, and I said, okay, don't worry, we can do this. And so from that day on, I cooked for her.
And is she healthier today?
She lost 50 pounds. She has no more diabetes. She has no more high blood pressure. In fact, her blood pressure is better than mine.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and now she's a candidate.
You should eat the same food. Maybe you'd be okay.
Yeah, I am. Trust
Oh,
me.
okay, good.
And she was not a candidate for a cataract surgery, but now she is. So, Judy, I love you. I know I'm a big pain in the butthole, but we still love each other. You know, it's a good relationship. So I've been there helping her out.
Before we get too far down, because I want to have more to talk about, and I'm so excited about working with you and doing stuff, we're going to play one more, Scott. You got another one ready for us?
Yeah.
Here we go. This is Mr. Joey Spinella.
Spinella. You'll get it right.
Spinella.
Get you going.
Jeez.
Granada, tierra soñada por mí. Mi cantar se vuelve gitano cuando es para ti. Mi cantar hecho de fantasía. Mi cantar flor de melancolía, que yo te venga a dar. Granada, tierra ensangrentada en torrentes de toros, mujer que conserva el embrojo de los ojos moros, rebelde gitano de suave cubierta de flores, y beso tu boca de grana, jugosa manzana que me habla de amor. Granada, Manola cantaba en coplas preciosas. No tengo otra cosa que darte que un ramo de rosas de suave fragancia que le dieran marca a la Virgen Morena. Granada, tu tierra está llena de lindas mujeres, de sangre y de sol. ¡Olé! 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 Rosas de suave fragancia que le dieran marca a la Virgen Morena. Granada, tu tierra está llena de lindas mujeres, de sangre y de...
I gotta tell you, I don't know where those flowers came from, those bouquet of flowers. I mean, I was looking behind the cape, I'm looking, and I think, I don't know, I'm not sure where they came from, but I'd hate to say on this show.
It's called Miracle Grow.
Miracle Grow. Oh, Miracle Grow. Yeah. So anyway, that was fantastic.
Thank you.
You know, everything that I'm seeing that you do, it's fantastic. Okay? It looks great and everything's good. So in your company, we were just talking a second ago, because this new show I'm doing, we're going to have some aerialists in it and so forth.
Yeah.
Now, what other company is affiliated with you that does aerial acts? Somebody like that?
Well, in my company, there are members of my company, and we work together when we need to do projects.
But how about since you came to Las Vegas, how do you stay in touch with them?
I stay in touch with them. I'm on the phone with them because I'm going to take everybody with me. See, I don't want to leave anybody behind. So all the successes that are coming here in Vegas, I'm taking everybody from Florida who has been there for me. I'm taking them with me.
So you have aerialists, you have different people that play different instruments and things of that nature.
We've got a conductor,
you have
composers.
Julia? Was
We have
Julia in Florida?
I met Julia in New York City. We were both doing a competition.
Is she out
together.
here now?
She's here now. She moved here because she knows that we're going to be doing stuff together, and it's good for her too. I mean, she,
Really?
You know, yeah.
So she moved here kind of as a tie-in with you?
Yes.
Well, isn't that fantastic?
Yes. Yes.
That is gorgeous. Okay. So tell me more about your company, these people that you're trying to be loyal to,
Yeah.
that you're trying to stay in the business, keep in the business,
Yes.
and forge
Yeah, we want to
together.
all move together forward. So I have my arranger, who's also my conductor for the shows.
Where does he live now?
He lives in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
And he writes all the music for Ringling Brothers Circus when they were operating.
right. You
he,
told me that.
He writes that music. He does the Disney live shows. He composes. He writes all that music. He writes now for and he arranges and does when I have a show. So I have a potential show down in Florida in September, and he will conduct the orchestra and the choir and everything else.
Don't book that show because you're going to be busy.
well, I'm talking about that. One came first, but whatever. And then I have a very well-known from the Guyona family, Tito and I, when we have shows that we have to do where we involve, setting up circus tents and putting in, bleachers and whatever to escape the I don't want to say the four-wall deal.
Yeah, most shows nowadays are four
We're trying
walls.
to find a way around, to do it differently.
right.
Just another way of skinning the cat, basically.
That's right, that's
and
right.
so we have, that's part of the division of my company is the hardware and of structure. And then, of course, they have my songwriters with Joe Volpice, who we're going to go forward with more music for the show. We get more original music out on the radio, international campaign.
You sound like you want to stay in this business for at least another year.
Oh, listen, I'm going to stay in this business at least 6 months, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But, I see my whole lifetime spent in this field. Whether the day comes that I can't sing anymore, I don't know. Shoot me if that happens. If I don't sing
If
well.
you don't think you can sing, just go take a shower, and then you can.
I will
that's
continue.
that's where you learn to sing.
Yeah, the walls are like telling me all kinds of stuff, and so basically, I will continue to produce, and I teach voice too. So I love.
That's right. You have a vocal school.
I have a vocal
Tell people
studio.
how they could get a hold of you for your vocal school. Tell them.
The best way really is to call me.
I know, but how do they look you up? Go to Facebook again?
Facebook probably is not going to give you my phone number.
Okay. You want to give your phone number on a million people?
Okay, sure, why not?
Okay.
Okay. 941-587-2192.
Okay.
There you go.
That's the same one your parole officer gave me.
Yeah, well, no. All right, so I love helping professionals because I've got a great understanding. Since I'm at the Metropolitan Opera, I trained there. I was discovered by one of the conductors, and he brought me up to New York, and they've taken me under their wing. And I think,
Fantastic.
Yeah, I think one day they'll put me in a role. Once I get more well known, because you have to have a name to perform at the Met. So I'm hoping that at some point we'll go back and we'll see what we can do.
Maybe I would work with you so we could do this together.
Yes.
Huh?
That's great. That's great. You'll be one of the people we all go forward with. Yeah?
That's
Sounds
right.
good?
That's right.
I love you, man.
We're going to lead the band.
Okay. That sounds good.
And create opportunities.
Yes.
And showcases.
Yeah.
And skyrocket to stardom.
All right.
Huh?
All right.
That's the name of the
My
game.
ass is on fire.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. And we're going to open this up and do something with you starting sometime in July. You watch for the show at the Rio.
Right.
Viva Las Luchas. Long live the fighters. That's going to be a
Nice.
big thing.
Nice.
And he's going to be featured in that show, right?
Yep. I
That's
am.
it. That's
I
right.
am.
And you're going to do a little bit of Granada.
Okay.
Okay. So let's hear a little bit of it right now.
Granada, tierra soñada por mí. Mi cantar se vuelve gitano cuando es para ti. Mi cantar hecho de fantasía. Mi cantar flor de melancolía. Que yo te tengo atar. Oi!
Ah, scared me. Scared me. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. It's affected my heart. Look, my heart's beating now. I can't believe it.
Oh yeah, mine too. Look at this. I'm so excited.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
I want to say, Joey, I appreciate you were on my show.
Thank you.
I'm appreciating the opportunity to work with you.
Likewise.
And we're going to have fun. Now, the thing at the Rio is just a little takeoff fun thing.
Good.
We're going to be big things,
Yes,
okay? This is just a little thing just
Perfect.
to showcase you, but you will be able to show off that voice, I promise.
Perfect.
Okay? And it'll be a fun thing, and we're going to have some fun times together. You're the man, okay? And I'm
Thank
here
you.
for him.
Thank
and
you.
I appreciate it. Appreciate you, Santa. Okay?
Thank
So
you for
come
having
back
me.
And see us.
Thank
Johnny
you for
Stewart
having
and
me. I had a
friends.
great time.
My new guy here, Joey
Spinella.
Yeah. See ya.